رسول يا سيدي مدد لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تاركات الأسواق وخيره جميعا.
Our path is the path of the Word of God, and we ask for spiritual support and permission, and for support from our Grand Sheikh. May our words be his words, and may those words not be let fallen to the ground. O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, and without a doubt, we send you as the act of mercy to all of creation. And what does it mean? It means that all of creation, we entrusted you, all of creation, entrusted into your mercy. So how do you handle creation? Mercifully. And guide them, lead them, and train them, educate them. And then bring them back to me. That's an ocean that is opening itself to us, just opening itself up like a one drop more, as we might not have understood before. We send you as the act of mercy into all of creation, and all of creation we entrusted all of creation into your mercifulness hands, and we are all in the hands of His most beloved, that's there for you as an ocean of mercy. And with His guidance, with His advocacy, and in that way, everything and everyone had been entrusted to him. See, everything's been entrusted, and that which has been entrusted to us, and the Lord asked for the entrustment to be taken, to accept it, and neither the angels, mountains, forests, anything did it. And that's a different kind of meaning. But what we need to understand, everything, everyone has been entrusted to everyone. And the baby is coming into this world and it's been entrusted to. And there's already somebody waiting for you, waiting for it, and to trustworthy hands. So, and trust means loyalty as well, and that's the hand, that the loyal hands, also very important. And even animals, their babies are being entrusted to them. Everything's being entrusted into everything, and everything that's come into existence has been entrusted to someone. And that's why you can survive, actually. And the one, the trustworthy hand, may it be an animal or money or an animal or baby, they have to make sure that the one that's being entrusted to them, that's actually getting there where it's supposed to be. And until it can be self-sufficient and stay on its own feet, they stay there, and the animal is leaving its baby to hunt for food, for prey, and to bring food to the baby. And that's how it works. As the food is actually, even the animal is going on a hunt and on its way for the baby, that it's safe and sound, and that it's secure by being hidden, and to protect it against evil, and it's even ready to protect it with its life. That's how important trust and trusting is, and that's mercifulness, and to take care, and to be a caregiver, to take care. It's given to all of us, but the most of all caretaker and provider, that is Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we entrusted everything into your hands. And those rich men, Allah entrusted the poor to the rich. Those who got, they have to share what they have with those that don't have anything. That's the deal they made. And we promised that to Allah on the day of promise, when He created our souls. Everybody. We signed a contract with Allah that we will do just that. And under these conditions, we actually came into existence. Without having signed that and given the promise, if you've got something, you have to share with the one who doesn't have it and take care of them and take in as someone entrusted to you. Everybody has to take care of everyone, and that's what we call overall as compassion, neighborly love, and even animals do that. So where is humankind? Where is the men? Even animals do that. Without compassion and neighborly love, no baby on its own will get fed, and they'll be eaten alive just as soon as they are out. There are still exemptions to that rule that proves that even human beings that leave their own babies or abuse their own babies and do whatever to them, grill them or even rape them, those are not true humans. These are just exemptions. They are still there. So for us to understand, they are actually non-trustworthy, they cannot be trusted. So don't be disloyal. Never be disloyal. And if Allah has given you something, or rich people, even the part of the poor was given into your hands, because Allah doesn't give the provision of the poor not directly to him, but given to you into your pockets. And the other one, the poor, has to be patient. It's the trial for them, and have to be patient, and you have to share. You realize this is not my part, and you have to share. And because many don't understand, cannot understand, Allah ordered us to do at least once in a year. If you have for 1 year, you have to share your riches, a part, a 40th part of what you have to share it and have to give it as zakat. Because, and many people would have understood it by that. Even Karun came to Musa and make dua, please, to me to become rich. Please make dua that nobody's poor anymore, that are all rich. And it's you're okay, you don't have to ask for more riches. And Karun, he insisted on, and he started to become rich, and he became nasty, naughty. And then time came out for zakat. And Karun, nobody else but him had so much riches than he did, like 40 camels with great 40 sacks of treasure chests full of treasures, couldn't have carried all his wealth. And he said, this is all my riches. I won't share it with anybody. And he is still, as Allah told the earth, swallow him up. And that Karun is still falling. Until now, until the end of times, he will keep on falling. That's how deep the earth is? Oh, wow. And even more, don't you think, that he is falling into emptiness? He's falling into fire. A cloud of fire, and is getting hotter and hotter as he's falling deeper and deeper. He wants to die, but he cannot die, and is still falling. His riches turned into fire, as he didn't want to share it. He was so scroogey, because the poor had been entrusted to him. That part of the poor had been given into his hands. So for him, as an act of mercy of the Lord, he didn't understand that part. He was supposed to be the giving hand of God, but he didn't understand that. The rich people, if they would have understood it, there would be no poor people. Nobody has to live in poverty. But it's such a test, because everybody is getting all their provision, but not directly into your own pockets. That's the difference in all of it. Allah is giving everybody their same level amount of provision, and it's given, has its name on it, but it's not going directly into your pockets, but maybe from 10 people, it's all getting into one person, and he has to share it. And then you have to share it, and it's a try for all of them, not one, but all of them. Like, why did Allah create me poor? Why did he give me poverty and he is rich and wealthy? There is a wisdom behind it. But Allah wants to see who is acting how, and how they're so good manners. Good manners, being upstanding in front of the Lord, to preserve and take care that, to be able to share, that is good manners, because Allah ordered us to do that. Not Sayyidina Muhammad, but everybody according to their possibilities, as an act of mercy to the other when he sent us into this world. So one who's got the chances to provide for them as they can do, if they can do, if they've got one plate of food and a poor person is coming, that plate of food is enough for two. You are 2 people, and you want to start eating, you've got 2 plates, and 4 people are coming, only 2 plates, and then 2 plates are enough for 4. And he's actually telling us how to share properly, which means we are the giving hands of God, and if we share, it doesn't get less. That's a secret. The ego and Shaitan said, don't do that. The more you give, you will have less. It's a lie. Who is giving more and who is giving less? It's about the blessings you receive. Much doesn't give much, but less gets you more. And with just a little, you can do so much, and with so much, you can do so little. Those who are being a Scrooge or saving up money in the wrong place, Allah would take from, if you cannot give from that one pocket, He will take from another pocket. Oh my goodness, my house is burned down. Oh, the IRS are at my door, and you still have to pay, and you can still give, doesn't it, if it has to be. But do it if you don't have to do it. Which means always. You need to share at all times. Always. That's why you are here as a human being. To be a human, to be the shadow of God on earth. And God is merciful. He is generous. And He is taking care of you. And the human should be the shadow of His mercy, of His taking care, of the good tidings of God for everyone. And if you've forgotten that, you are not a shadow anymore. He is not even, he isn't worthy to be a shadow of God. And that hand that you don't need, and you should be the giving hand of God, and the hand is getting useless, and he's taking that away. But the thing that he gave into your hands, he takes that away, and he is cutting off your hands, which means just not like that, chopping off. Everything that he put into your hands for everybody else, for you to share, to take over the role of the giving hand of God, and you get an honor through that act. He is taking that away just like that, and you don't give, then you don't have anything in your hands. I only give those to those that know how to share the generosity of God, the gifts of God, the riches of God, that know how to share. Otherwise, he's going to take it all away, and there's nothing in your hands anymore. And I will give it into a different hand that can actually share. And just one night, it's so easy, so fast. Be careful. Allah is generous. What does he say? Ask, so I shall give you. Call for me if you've got a chance. Even if you just want 2 pieces of bread, one for you and one is too much. Who is hungry? I've got 1 piece of bread left. Just call out and be the herald of God and play that role. Be the herald of God. And then ask. Sayyidina Abraham a.s. did that. He was cooking food and he went outside. Who's hungry? You can come. And then for 40 days, nobody came. For 40 days. So he didn't eat because he promised to himself, either I'm going to eat with somebody else who is poor, or I won't eat anything. And I won't take anything in myself. And I will suffer themselves with the poor who are actually suffering out there. For 40 days he was fasting and didn't eat anything at all. And those are our good examples. Alhamdulillah, thanks to God. They can't grasp that. Our house, so much on our plates, so much on our tables. And if you're coming to somewhere, you get a glass of chai being offered to you, so happy. But here, everything is so full, the dinner table is so... How do we do that? We have no sponsors, no rich people behind us. That is the barakah, the blessings of God. Because we know how to share. We are not Scrooges. As we are eating, we share. Let's eat together. And that they shall join us when eating. And that is actually giving us more. It actually turns up the quantity. But that is an example right in front of us. It doesn't get less, but more. What are you afraid of? If you don't know how to share, then evil gonna come and they will take it away from you. Okay, now I want to do something good. Oh, it's too bad. Now it's gone. Too late. Maulana Sheikh Nazim told me 30 years ago in Istanbul, give charity now yet you can. If the time is going to come, you will want to actually give charity in millions, but you won't be able to give charity at all. Which means you cannot do any more good. Even now, would want to do that now. Now it's still a chance. It's still a little bit time left. And Allah will come with the hand of the evil and will take it all away from you. May Allah make us into those who are blessed, that actually understood to be the giving hand of God, and what honor that is to become that hand. Even if you just have 10 euros in our pockets, let's share that. 5 for you, 5 for the other one. That doesn't got it. 1 plate is enough for 2. 2 plates for 4 people. And then you're still gonna get full. And Allah entrusted the other one to you, and you were entrusted to somebody else. As you are being entrusted to our Grand Sheikh, and some had been entrusted to you that you don't even know, but they are outside. And that we can only realize that with our charity and our help that we send, with our good intentions. Or if there's an old lady had fallen into the nose while we were taking on all those heavy groceries, you take on the heavy groceries. These are all acts of charity. And if you don't want to give money as charity, well then at least clean the precious 4 letters of an old lady in return. And your hands might in this world be dirty, but in the hands of Allah and the Divine Presence, they're still golden. It's your choice. This one way or the other, it's still charity. Smile is a charity. Everything's charity. And it's all a blessing of God and good tidings of God. So trying to be the shadow of God on earth. And that's how you shall become a shadow of God, being the giving hand of God, having a smile on your face, to be the good of Allah, generous, taking care, the mercy of God on this earth. Be the support of God. That's all He wants from us, that we are being His right hands on earth.
Allahu, 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 Allah, Allahu, 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 Allah, Allahu, Sultan, Hürmet-ül Habib, Fatiha.